What's good? What's good? What's good, baby? It's your boy Trex, the sports junkie, and welcome to the NBS March Madness National Championship Special. I got my boys with me. We about to tell y'all who's gonna win the national championship and why. First person I'm gonna introduce my brother from VA. Well, not from VA, but Croatia. He was, we was hyping up Arizona, man. I know you came up a little short. What up, box office?
What up, man? Yeah, I did good predicting 2 out of the 4 in the final four, but then I was completely wrong on Saturday. Both games. Oh my goodness. And here we are. Michigan, UConn. But I'm still excited for the game, obviously. I just can't believe how bad Arizona was. I mean, I just didn't see that type of blowout.
Right. And of course, I got my other brother. I'm gonna go with my Louisiana brother first because right now my other brother's in DC. But see, what up, man?
Wow, what's the deal, man? Mr. City Trendsetter, aka the whole damn show. Yeah, man, I'm ready for this, bro. I'm here so we can begin. Show's here.
And then last but definitely not least, the guy that told us Arkansas was gonna win it all. What up to the franchise?
Hey man, I'm just over here rubbing my hands like birds, man, bro. I'm blown, bro. Like my bracket was shot from the get-go. It was but I'm ready to talk about this national title game. Arizona, we'll talk about that in a second, but yeah, I'm ready to talk about this, man. This is gonna be interesting.
Well, I'm gonna let box office break down whatever he wants. Box office, what up?
What's going on? All right, let's first talk about Saturday's games real quick, and then we'll get into the Natty tonight. All right, so UConn beats Illinois, and if they win tonight, it will be 3 titles in 4 years for Dan Hurley. Is he the best coach in the country, regardless of what happens tonight?
Active, yes. Active, yes.
And what would 3 and 4 years mean for him at this stage, like right now?
You better than Jim Calhoun. You deserve a trophy, not a trophy. You deserve a statue right outside of UConn, right outside the stores. Number one, and then most importantly, it shows that, hey man, like experience matters. He beat the way he beat Illinois was systematic. The way he found a way to beat Duke was I mean extraordinary. But the guy knows how to win. He knows how to win. And I'm gonna say this too before I move on. People talk about how crazy a guy is, but sometimes you have to do crazy things to get extraordinary results. And that's what I see in Coach Hurley. A guy that does crazy things and gets the best out of his guys to get extraordinary results. So shout out to him. He deserved a whole statue. I mean, if y'all want to pay him more bread, pay him more bread. But he definitely deserves a statue for sure.
Hey man, I'm right on par with you, but franchise. Hey man, if he wins tonight, yeah, he's definitely the best coach in college basketball today, and he's the best coach all time at UConn, which Calhoun had a great run. He actually put them on the map. Like box office told us, they didn't start winning until what you said, 1999.
And they've never lost a national title game ever. So they're 6-0 since 1999.
Yeah, man. So they didn't start their title run. I could have sworn them boys was hooping before 99, though. But they didn't start their big runs until 99 and never lost a natty. That puts a little perspective on what's going on tonight as well. So, I mean, it definitely means he's the best coach. He's the best coach in college basketball if he wins. regardless if he loses, I I personally think he is, because to be able to be in the national championship game 3 out of 4 years in this era of one and dones, like that means you recruit well, that means you maintain talent, and that means you go in the portal and get what you need, and that means you make do with whatever you got on your team, and you coordinate everything accordingly. You make sure that your player is in the best position to make a play, and that's what coaching is all about. And I think he's the best at it right now.
But you know something else, Mr. C, and I think this goes without saying. His offensive sets, and you know, as everyone knows, I coach basketball, but his offensive sets are very, very difficult to guard.
Yeah,
Because you can take away the first option, but by the third one, you can't guard. Five guys guard his offense is very difficult. So, but y'all go ahead.
and
All
they're
right,
all
well,
moving. You
okay,
never
see.
see him in stagnant play. My bad. You never see them stagnant. They're always moving on offense. It's always constant movement, and that's how you continue, especially in the college game. That's how you win in the college game. So yeah,
No,
you're right.
no doubt, no doubt. I saw somebody put on Instagram. I had to share it. They were like, "Man, Michigan looks like the Monster Squad from Space Jam right
Yeah,
now," and I was like, "Bro, they really do like the
There's
way
no
they,
offense.
yeah, bro, the way they've been playing, bro. I'm like, bro, if UConn beats this team." Dog, you gotta respect Dan Hurley. Forget a statue, bro. They need to do a Space Jam for coaches. Like, he needs to be like the coach that beats the Monstars, because that's ridiculous, bro. But yeah, he's the best coach in basketball. Everything y'all just said, from coaching X's and O's, and you don't get that from a lot of guys that's good at X's and O's, recruiting, hitting the transfer portal, defensively, scheming. He does everything well. And like Jasper said, sometimes it takes a little bit of crazy to get your point across. Shout out to him if he wins this one though, bro. And to even say the one that they didn't win last year, they lost to the team that won the championship and lost by 2 points. Yeah, bro, he's definitely the best basketball coach right now in college basketball.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think no matter, he could get blown out by 25 tonight. I
Right.
still think he's the best coach in college basketball. I actually said it before they made the Final Four. If he wins tonight, though, 3-4, that is legendary, especially in this day of age of one and done, NIL, all of that. That's insane. I mean, the only coach to ever go 3 titles in 4 years was John Wooden. Coach K never did that.
Right.
Dean Smith never did that. Calhoun never did that. He won 3 in 3 different time spans, but that's incredible as well. But 3 and 4 years is nuts. If he wins tonight, does he think about the NBA? Because I mean, we know the Lakers offered him. That was the Lakers' first option. He said no. Looks like a good decision as of right now because he's continued winning in college. I just want to know, like, does he want to beat out John Wooden and Coach K as the greatest college coach, or does he want a different challenge? So, but in terms of today's era, I mean, he's the best coach in college basketball. This is insane what he's done.
Box office, real quick. I would never, and I repeat, ever, if I was him, leave the college ranks. I'm not touching the NBA. I don't want to touch that, even if you offer me the Powerball. It's okay. I don't want no parts of the NBA. I don't even want no parts of coaching LeBron. I don't want to coach Steph. I'd rather stay where the game is somewhat pure and you have control.
But to your point, I actually do like watching this tournament. It kind of brought me back in the day. I used to like college basketball, like I like college football more than like the NFL. I know not everybody feels that way, but during this tournament, man, it really brought me back to like loving college basketball. I'm like, bruh, the essence of it. Like, I just like how they play defense. How they run sets. It's not all isolation basketball. It's not all 3-point shooting. Next year I'm gonna follow it a lot closer just because I really enjoyed this March Madness.
Yeah, me too.
I will say this has probably been the best March Madness I've seen in probably 6-7 years, bro.
But is it
I can't
good
think.
because is it good because of because of great scheme and storyline, or is it really good just because we got a whole bunch of old heads that's our age playing the freaking game?
Well, I think one thing that makes it awesome is it's a one game elimination.
Right,
That
right.
makes it really awesome. But I've been saying for a couple years now, I've enjoyed it regardless because I've fallen out of love with the NBA because it's nothing but iso ball and threes, and players don't want to play defense. And they get paid so ridiculous that they don't care. Sometimes I mean they're resting it. They don't give a damn. They know they're getting paid 40 million regardless. Meanwhile, these kids are getting paid, but they're hungry for more. They're not getting paid 40 million. They're getting paid nicely. Let's say $1 million, $2 million, whatever. I know DeBonsa, I think, made 5 million, and DeBonsa still is hungry. He still wants to, prove himself. So to me, I think it's a combination of things. The one game elimination. I think the teams playing defense, kids putting 100% into it, not being iso ball and 3-point shot. I think it's a combination of a lot of things, and I've enjoyed college basketball more than the NBA let's say since COVID. I've enjoyed it more.
But last year's NBA playoffs was lit, though. It was good playoffs, especially with the Pacers. The Pacers made every series
Yes, I'm
lit
just saying I
last year.
still enjoy the March Madness more. That's
Right.
just me, though.
I think box office hit the nail on the head, and I never really thought about why I don't enjoy the NBA as much as I used to, and what the difference is between that and college ball. I think the difference is even though the players are getting paid, they have to play the game the right way because they can't just go down there and do, like you said, the iso ball and the 3-pointers, because the coaches still have power and they will sit your ass down. And you still got to play within their scheme because you still have another level you can go. You have to be on the floor to make it to the NBA. So if I say you sitting down, you ain't gonna never make the NBA because ain't nobody gonna ever see what you can do, right? So they still have a level of control to where you have to play the game the right way. Steph can go up there, even though Steph was given the green light by Mark Jackson, he still could go and just heave the ball up 30 times a game in the NBA. But he did that to an extent in college, but you saw it magnify in the NBA. But like I said, it wasn't anywhere close to what he started doing in the NBA. Right. And now everybody thinks they're Steph. Like you can do that, and there's no consequences to you or whatever. Anybody can just shoot a 3 from anywhere in the NBA. And hell, maybe they encourage it. So I think that's why it's a lot better to watch. Like I really enjoyed both Final Fours, the girls and the men's. Like they both were really, really good games, all 4 of them. And I was really intrigued, especially with the South Carolina UConn. No, we're not talking about that. The South Carolina UConn girls game, that was great, bro. From the beginning, I said, you know what, man? I don't watch the girls game all year because games don't look like this. That looked like real basketball. You know what I mean? They were making good shots, shooting good shots, and running good offense and playing good defense. And like I said, it's like the college game. I think we're dinosaurs. We love watching it. But the kids these days, I don't think they like watching it. And I think that it's a hard job for them to play in it as well.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it alone. As a basketball coach myself, as much as I love coaching boys basketball, bro, I could sit down and watch women's basketball all day long. All day long.
Yeah.
I could watch.
No, I can. I really like, bro, like if you're like a basketball head, like a real basketball head, you can watch like they defend a certain type of way. They run through all the passes on the rope, every little door.
Talk to them, Jay. Talk to them boys.
Bro,
punches. Hold up.
Talk to these boys.
Put the screen on me for a second.
Oh yeah, that's what I like to see.
The girls take charges, bro. They defend. I love it. Oh
my God,
you
crying.
talk about something that's better than Krispy Kreme with the light on? Girls basketball. And you know what's sad? I will never coach it. That's the craziest part. I can watch it, but I will never coach it. But that's a whole other topic for a whole nother day.
Bro, real quick before we wrap it up on the girls basketball, dog. If the games were like Saturday's games, was it Friday's games? Yeah, I would watch more girls basketball, but it's not, bro. It's not, and especially.
No, I think.
When was the last time you watched a girls' high school basketball game? Bro.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Girls' high school game. I watched. So I coach at La Plata High School. I watched the girls play quite a bit. I can watch them. I can legit watch them. Shout out to my boy Coach Rico. He coaches the girls. He does an amazing job. And his daughter is a star. She's gonna trust me. She's gonna be a star. But yeah, I can watch girls. I can watch girls high school basketball. It's not a problem to me, man. I just love the fact that they do the fundamentals, man.
Bro, I tell you like this, bro. I watch girls high school basketball.
Take charges.
Bruh, they turn the ball over every other possession, bro. I can't watch it.
He's doing this on purpose, man. He just want to disagree to disagree.
No, like, I watch it. I had to do. I DJ at our home games, right? And I watch it, and it's so frustrating because we stream them too. So I'm commentating the game, and it's like, all right, another turnover. Okay, bad pass. Oh, okay, steal. Oh,
chill, man. Chill.
Bruh, it's brutal, man. And it gets better in college. It does get better in college on the elite level. But when you're watching an elite team play a sorry girls basketball team, that's when you get the 101-27 scores. I just don't think I could watch it if it's like the Fridays games. And even the national championship game, South Carolina lost by 30. Like,
yeah, but Arizona lost by 30 to Michigan.
That wasn't good basketball either, though. You're right. So how many of those do you get, though?
I get what you said. I think in women's, I will say this. When it comes to the women's game, and that's what I said, if you remember before the tournament started, I said there's literally about 5 teams that can win the national championship. Maybe 6 if you want to throw a 6 team in there. But I really thought the 4 number 1 seeds and LSU, if their big showed up, could win a national championship. And that's what it came down to. All 4 number 1 seeds made it to the Final Four, and that's what you saw. So I get where you're going with it because it is hard to watch a team win 101-24. That's not good basketball to watch. But when you get the elite of the elite, man, women's basketball is a good sport to watch. Shout out to my dog Box Office who shares that opinion with me.
I guess real basketball heads like miss layups all night.
Oh, hey, yo, chill.
Miss layups. Shout out to Miss Angel Reese, the newest Atlanta Dream player. Who don't shut up.
Hey, don't do that, Jasper. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Speaking of Angel Reese,
I'm not hating on her. I just have a very interesting take about it. Very interesting.
We'll do it tomorrow. We'll talk about that tomorrow on the NBS show.
Speaking of LSU basketball, when they lost on the buzzer, I saw 44 people go crazy. All 44 people in that stadium went insane.
Boy,
Hey,
shut up.
bro. Don't watch your mouth. Be respectful.
X, hook the TikTok up to the stream, bro.
It won't let you do TikTok to the stream.
Damn. All right.
But anyways, all right, let's move on. We're going to talk about Yaxel Lindenberg.
Yeah.
How concerned are you about him tonight? And what percent do you think he is? Because obviously he got hurt. He continued playing, but mainly settled for 3-point jump shots. Obviously was hobbling around. How concerned are you?
I'll start. I think he'll be about 70%. 70% simply because he did come back and play. And they said he was having he was having an ankle and a knee issue. Am I right?
Yep.
So an ankle and a knee issue it could go either way, to be honest with you. And I think that he did good. Hell, when he came back in the game, the man came in and immediately hit 2 3-pointers that like put the game, like let everybody know that Michigan was going to win that game. And because just when Arizona, that was the time I believe everybody who has been watching Arizona this season was looking for Arizona to go on a run. And he said, ain't no run, bitch. And he hit the 3. And he stayed in, and he actually was playing defense as well. So I think he'll be about 70% because he was able to come back in that second half. And I think that might have been purely off adrenaline. But a knee injury and an ankle injury is going to hobble you to the extent that you're not going to be able to move around like you normally would be. So I think after that, you had adrenaline during that game, but now he's had 2 days to sit down, and that stiffness is going to get in. It might take him a little while to get going, and possibly take him a little while to get going, and then maybe in the second half we'll see the player we've been seeing all season.
Mr.
Jasper, are you concerned?
I am not concerned. These are young kids. Look, man, we have advances in medicine and technology and multiple ways to stretch and heating pads and electroshock work, cupping, all kind of crap. And shots of concrete. Look, man, he's going to be ready. It's the Nats. And if it was like the Elite Eight, okay, I get it. It's the Nats. You think this kid gonna sit out of the Nats? I'm not talking about like game 3 of the season. I'm talking about the Nats. I'm not talking about the round of 32. We're talking about the Nats. You think he's gonna sit out of the Nats? Man, please. That dude, keep playing. Keep playing.
Yeah, he already said he was playing.
Yeah, man, bro. They got about 4 trainers, man. You don't think them trainers have been working around the clock to make sure that dude is ready to play? I mean, so the ball that's a worry. That's a concern. But, bro, this is natty, man. Them dudes playing, bro.
But at what percent? At what percent do you think he'll be at?
I think he's about 85, 90.
Wow.
I think he's 85, 90. You gotta trust that training. You gotta trust the training staffs, man. This is where everybody's hurt. Let's be honest, bro. You've been playing almost 40 games, right? You play some tough competition all year. This is where, hey man, our training staffs actually make their bread. Keep guys healthy. Yes, might have a knee sprain, an ankle bruise, back. Bro, Mullins got all this fucking all down his shoulder. You think these, man, these guys are ready to go. Let's go.
Bro,
Okay, so yes, I'm sorry.
Nah, not bad. Real quick, it's crazy what ice will do, bro. It's crazy what ice will do on your lower extremities. I anticipate him being in the ice bath probably hours out of these last 2 days. Just getting it along with getting these shots and them trying to make sure that it keeps, because I don't know if any of y'all have ever been in the ice
Ice
bath.
to the bike, ice to the bike, ice to the bike.
Yeah. And I'm telling
Ice
you,
to get on the heel. If you want to stiffen up, get them on the bike to loosen it.
bro, I know we used to do that just for, not just for fun, but we'd have games on Fridays. On Thursday, that was practice. Everybody who was gonna play on Friday getting the ice bath. You know what I'm saying? And once you get out of there, that takes away that whole week of practice you did. Your legs feel perfect all of a sudden. And even if you had any kind of lower extremity injury, that's what you had to do. You had to get in that ice bath. And it would make you feel, it'll take it'll take whatever injury you had. I guess it's like it cools it down. And like you said, it'll make it stiff, but you have all that time to get it back loose. So I mean, I think that I'm sure he's been doing hella ice baths and whatever they're gonna shoot him up with, but I don't think that can put him up to past 70-75% tops. My bad, X. Go ahead, bro.
No, you good. So I hear what Jasper's saying. As far as him playing, 100% sure he's gonna play. There's
Right.
no question about that. He's
Yeah,
gonna play. I think I'm along the sides with C when it comes to like how much I actually think he's hurt. I think it's like around the 60 to 70% range. I think he's really hurt. I don't think it's like no injury that you can just say, oh, he's 100% out there. No, he's not 100%. And here's the killer to what box office asks, how concerned am I? I'm really concerned. It'd be one thing if he was playing against a team that wasn't well coached, that just lived off athleticism. But I think Dan Hurley is gonna, test that ankle, test him, and see if that injury is ready to go. I think he's gonna try to put some things in place to make him play defense at a high level, which I'm not saying he can't handle it, but I think Dan Hurley giving him 2 days to look at that situation and say, okay, we got some things for Michigan. I think that's one, and I know we didn't get to the keys, but that's one of my big keys to the game. How healthy that kid is in tonight's game. Because they're still kids, and he wants to play great on the biggest stage. Will he try to do too much in this moment and it backfire on him? So yeah, I am concerned. I think the injury does play a factor in if Michigan wins this national championship or not.
All right. I'm right with X. I'd say 60 to 70%. It's a thigh contusion injury. Usually that's a week or two. Obviously, like C said, they're gonna, put as much ice. They're gonna maybe shoot him up. They're gonna do some things to try to, rush the process here. But the way he plays, that's what concerns me, because he's an explosive player that likes to drive, that likes to use his body. He's gonna make contact. And if he was a Steph Curry type player where he just comes off screens and shoots, I wouldn't be worried. But he's that type of player that needs to be healthy to drive the ball 100%. That's what he was avoiding doing after the injury last game. I do like that he came back, so obviously he's going to give it a go tonight, but he might just mentally settle for too many shots. And I don't like that, because then you're not playing your own game. His game is drive, be explosive, use body, settle for a shot here and there. But, I'm a little more concerned, honestly. But we'll see tonight. We're about to find out in 2 hours. And before we get to the actual game and the predictions, we've got one more college topic. Mike Malone to the UNC Tar Heels. Grade the hire and tell me how you see this in 5 years.
So I want to say to all you UNC fans, if you're worried, I wouldn't worry too much. I think where you're going to find out how great this team can be or will be will depend on who are his assistants and who's going to be doing the recruiting on the back end. because Malone's an awesome coach, great basketball mind, and awesome when it comes to development. Where it comes into question is his ability to recruit and his ability to relate to the college game. His sets are going to be fire. He's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. If you're an ACC, just hey man, not next year, but the year after, you're on trouble. But it really comes down to the statistics. I graded a B. If he hits big on consistency, it might be an A+.
All right. As the only North Carolina fan on the panel, let me address it. As far as the actual grade for the hire, I give it a B+. I give it a B+. Simply because I believe Mike Malone is actually a really good coach. And I think that the only question is it a good fit? Is it a good fit for North Carolina? And is it a good fit? Is he a good fit for college basketball at all in this era of college basketball? That's the biggest question. And the reason why I say that is the reason why he was basically dismissed in Denver is because people were complaining about how tough he was on the players or whatever. He seemed to be like a no nonsense type of coach, and I'm not sure how they translate to the college game as sensitive as these kids are right now, and how these kids can actually jump in the portal after 1 year at your program. So now Mike Malone has to not only recruit, he has to maintain after recruiting these players. And we don't know what kind of recruiter he is. You know what I mean? He's been the NBA coach. So him recruiting is going to be number one. He's going to have to get a good recruiting staff. Then getting these sensitive kids to want to stay after you jumping down their throat and expecting them to be great. Because that's what I think he does. He expects greatness out of his players, and he pushes them to that, and he doesn't accept the mediocrity. And I think that was a little too much for a lot of the players in Denver, and they wanted him out of there. So imagine. The thing about it is the NBA players, they're used to being paid, and they have this thing about them that I'm a grown man, you can't talk to me like that. And I think the college players are getting that same way because they're getting paid some millions of dollars. And now you can't talk to me like that either because I'm getting paid like you're getting paid. So is that going to translate good to the college game, especially at North Carolina, where the expectation is national championship? It's not make it to the tournament. It's not Sweet 16. It's not even Elite 8. It's Final 4. That's the expectation in North Carolina. And is he going to be able to live up to that expectation is going to be the question. And I believe he's a good coach, and I hope, I pray that he's able to live up to expectation as a North Carolina fan. But I think that's the only problem that he's going to have is recruiting and sustaining the players because these players are so sensitive nowadays. You can't talk to them like they used to talk to them. You can't do them like they used to do them because you bench me, guess what? I'm in that quarter, baby.
Okay. So as the only guy, because my boy switched up, he's a VCU fan now. As the only Duke fan on the panel, I'm not even tripping about this hire. I give it a C. We'll see what happens. Shout out to my brother C, man. We'll see. I'll say this right now. UNC won't have a problem recruiting. It's UNC, for God's sakes. Y'all are going to recruit some guys. Y'all going to get some talent. I don't love that he's not a college coach. I'll give him a C. And I'll say it right now. If I'm wrong, hey, I'll be wrong. He will have no championships in those 5 years that Box Office just asked me about. I'll even go a little further. He won't even make a Final Four. I'm not a hater. See, I know you probably thinking to yourself, oh, X, here you go with that Duke stuff. But I just think it's a higher because they want to go off of they won a national. I mean, he won a NBA Finals. But to me, like, you had Jokic, my brother. You had the best player in. You're not. I'm not saying you won't have the best player in college because it's North Carolina, but this is a different type of situation at Carolina. You still got to deal with Duke. Then you got UConn. Now I will say this: if he looks at what Dan Hurley's doing at UConn and does something similar to that, then it could work out. But I just don't see that happening. I say 0 Final Fours, 0 championships, and after those 5 years, if he makes 5 years, he will no longer be the North Carolina basketball coach.
Look at what VCU's done.
Oh God! Hey, your boy hit the portal.
Terrence Hill.
Yeah.
But it's no. It says that he might come back. He's just negotiating.
He's leaving.
He ain't leaving.
UConn's gonna be on the phone with him tomorrow.
Hey, Pete, him, join him. Bring that boy down here.
No, I mean, I hear he's negotiating, so we'll see. But I'm actually more kind of like C here. I give this a B. I think Mike Malone is a good coach, but he hasn't coached in college since 2001. So I just don't know like how he's gonna adapt to the college game. But what makes me feel good about a grade of a B is it's North Carolina. They're gonna get players no matter what, and I think he's gonna eventually lead them to a Final Four. I don't know if he's gonna win a title. I don't know. I kind of gotta see it first, but it's North Carolina. He's gonna get to a Final Four. He's gonna get players no matter what. And I actually think that the NBA players are a little too spoiled. And I think college players actually kind of respect the rough coach nowadays because they know they're going to respect Mike Malone winning an NBA title. So he knows how to get you to the NBA. Like he has the experience of being the best, being as part of the best basketball team in the world. So I think this is a B hire. I think it's interesting. They went outside of the North Carolina alumni, and someone with a background there. But I think it'll be fine.
Hey, boss office.
Fellas, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, you good.
Okay.
Go ahead, Justin.
I think when after as the season wraps up, he's going to bring guys in with winning pedigree. Jokes, Jamal Murray. Probably bring some UNC alum in there. I just think it's going to come down to the assistants. Whoever he hires as his assistant coaches and the guys that can recruit are going to help him tremendously. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. Duke, I get it. Duke is always going to be one of the blue bloods. But I have this funny feeling that if UNC knocks off Duke this year, and Mike Malone's first year, that is going to change everything. It's going to change that access in North Carolina, and people are going to want, hey man, we need to on this UNC bandwagon.
Dog, Hubert Davis was 500 against Duke. That don't mean nothing. Like they wanted to win in the tournament.
I understand that.
And no one cares if you beat Duke in November.
Right.
It matters, but it's the regular season at the end of the day.
That's what this isn't like the Michigan Ohio State thing, to where you have to if you don't beat Michigan, you got to win the national championship. They're like, all right, that's cool. You beat Duke. You're supposed to beat Duke. Okay, you split with Duke. You're supposed to split with Duke, but you missed the tournament. Well, get your ass out of here.
Or losing the first round.
Get your ass out of here.
And that's the only reason John Shire is still at Duke, even after choking the last couple of years. It's simply because He's a 1 seed. He's a 2 seed. He's getting to the Final Four. He's getting to Elite Eight. Like, you don't have to win it every year. It's hard. Duke hasn't won since 2015. But you have to be in the mix.
Yeah, but if you got Coach K is automatically going to have a say as to whether or not Shire gets fired or not. And let's be for real, Coach K is not going to let Duke fire John Shire unless John Shire does some Will Wade nonsense, which we all.
Hey, well, hold on, watch your mouth, man.
It happened, but we know it. That's crazy. We all know it happens, but he's
watch your mouth. Nah, but I think North Carolina. I think they're gonna find a new coach later on down the line.
I can't see it.
I'm not sure, bro. I think that he's a good coach, and if he can get these kids to buy in, see, I don't. That's my other thing. I don't know if he could get. You know how hard it is to get college kids to buy in. It's hard to get college kids to buy in.
High school kids to buy in.
Absolutely.
It's ridiculous.
Bruh. So you got college kids that's still trying to make it to the next level. You got to get them to not be selfish. Because they're trying to make it to the next level. You got to get them to buy in to do what's best for the team. And the NBA, that's a little bit easier because you already done the hard part. You made it to the NBA. Now you're trying to make get a championship. So that's getting them on the common goal is probably a little bit easier than getting the college kids to say, hey, I know he's probably one and done, but y'all got to help him get us to the national championship. Or I know you're one and done, but you got to concentrate and fixate yourself this much on this team this year to try to get to the national championship and help these guys who aren't as good as you. So y'all can get to the national championship. Getting everybody on one same page to get one goal to keep your job is very hard in the NCAA.
I think if he takes if he does what Dan Hurley does, he can be successful. I just think these kids now, like y'all work at high schools, I work at a lower campus, but it's just hard for me to look at UNC, and that's no disrespect because we grew up where UNC was UNC, but it hasn't been that for a while. And I just think your biggest stars that's coming out of high school, they see Duke, they see North Carolina. As far as the freshmen, I'm choosing to go to Duke over North Carolina at this point now. So I think that's going to be hard for him. But if he does what Dan Hurley does at UConn and goes get the transfer portal and gets those older guys, it can work for him.
What will be considered the lack thereof of the transfer portal after August 1st? Because it ain't going to be the same transfer portal. These rules go in the way that it's about to go in. What is considered the transfer portal will not be the same.
And North Carolina is just like, the Lakers' job is just like the like I said, the Cowboys, but they treat it like that with the Cowboys. The Yankees, it's either win. Like they don't care about if you get to the second round. Like no, UNC wants to win national championships. They don't care nothing about all the other stuff that you win. So he's in a tough situation over there in North Carolina.
And let me say this. North Carolina, I see what y'all doing over there, but y'all might not have the right recipe, bro. You're going to get a professional coach and bring them to your college campus, just like you did in football, and it didn't work out too well. Belichick's not working out well over there. You know what I mean?
Man, it's 1 year. Give him Oh, Steve. I'm going better than this, man.
I'm saying with Belichick, it doesn't even look like he has. It doesn't even look like he has a good grasp on the game.
No, he needs to drop the young girl and get him an old head and get back on his running ways. That's why he's favorite.
I just
year. Just give him an off season. Now, if he sucks next year, I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, bro, when you bring Bill Belichick into your college program, you're expecting immediate results.
Yeah,
And
but this Bill Belichick didn't have immediate results with the Patriots. He didn't have immediate results with the Browns.
he didn't have any results without Tom Brady. So what I'm saying is maybe it's him. I think he's not as great as we say he is because he hadn't ever proved it without Brady. So my thing is now that was the best quarterback in the history of basketball. I mean football. So now you bring in Mike Malone, who had the best player in the NBA on his team and won a championship, and now you got to see him without him, and to see what his schemes look like, how he motivates his players, how he puts his players in the best position to make a play. We got to see that. We got to see that. But I see, like I said, North Carolina, they're following this format. They think they can go get a professional coach and bring him to the college rank, and that didn't always work out because it's two totally different games.
Let's go.
All right. Let's move on. We're going to get to the actual game tonight. UConn, Michigan. Michigan in Vegas on FanDuel over here, 6.5 point favorite. And that makes sense to me because they've been destroying everybody in this tournament. Now, like I said earlier, UConn 6-0 in national title games, all since 1999. Michigan 1-6, and that one is Glenn Rice back in 1989. The Fab Five didn't even win it. Like I said earlier, UConn, this would be a third title in 4 years. Dusty May, this would be his first. But y'all remember, he went to Final Four with FAU. So he's a good coach. We're not surprised he's here. Another interesting thing about this, did y'all know Terrace Reed was at Michigan?
Yep.
Transferred to UConn. So now he's playing Michigan. So, first things first, what is the key to tonight's game?
Alice Carey.
Absolutely.
If Alice Carey shows up tonight, the stars are aligning itself to do so. That's the game. That's the game. All right. Can the big fella Reed give me another double-double? That's very important. All right. Can UConn defend? That's important. But the key to this game, Alex Caravan. Go ahead.
By the way, Jasper, Caravan has been part of both those national title teams.
Yeah,
so
but
he knows this spot.
Well, see, I'll go after Jasper because I want to piggyback off of Jasper what he said. Even though UConn won the last 2 games against Duke and Illinois, Caravan is 3 for 18. 3 for 18, and they won those games. If Alex Caravan shows up tonight, now I did say UConn was going to beat Illinois and make at least 8 threes. They made 12. I knew they were going to try to stop Reed, Illinois, and they're kick out. Now, the second half, they didn't shoot as well as they did in the first half, but that's neither here nor there. But if Alex Caravan shows up and Reed continues to do what he's been doing, Mullins continues to do what he's done, I think that gives UConn a tremendous shot of knocking off the Monstars tonight. Because the way Michigan's look, that's what I'm calling them right now. The M for Michigan stands for Monstars right now.
They are not going to do that. I think this is the night for Michigan nuts up and they play like crap. And I'm also saying this too. I think, and this is my personal opinion, I think Hurley is going to out-coach the next week out of Dusty May tonight.
What is that? This is what else? I think the Caravan shooting, he has to shoot better. And I think London Board, his injury is the 2 main factors in this game to me. If those 2 things hold serve for UConn and Caravan plays well and London is not 100%, he don't play well, there you go. Upset special. And let's be real. Box office set against Arizona. Can Michigan do it again? Bro, they've been so hot. At some point, you gotta cool off, bro.
Bro, we saw South Carolina. It's got to look. It's gonna cool off that bad, but it cooled off that bad last night. It's got to, man. And no, look, bro. And no, I don't want this to sound rude or disrespectful. Hey, man, them old heads not getting off like that. Michigan got a whole bunch of old look, bro. Their starting five is all 4 by 8, man. Them dudes is not getting off like this again. They're not. They're not.
Go ahead, C.
All right. We got keys to the game, right? All right. So for Michigan, I mean, the same thing that happened. When Lindenberg got hurt, who stepped up? How you say his name? Mara?
Yeah, from Spain.
And Cado, yeah, them boys was killing it.
Bruh, I'm talking about 7'3". You can't teach that, bro. You can't teach that. And when I looked at him, I was like, dog, this dude is huge. Like I said, I hadn't watched the whole Michigan game the entire year until then. And I was like, okay, I see why. You know what I mean? And I was very impressed. And I don't know how they're gonna find a way to stop him. But Mara, I believe he is the X factor for Michigan. Because Lindenberg, he's going to be limited. He's going to be limited to say the least. And for UConn, just like y'all said, man, Caravan, he is the key. Like I like the look. Of course, we know who the star of the team is, Reed, right? But Caravan, like I couldn't think of his name last week. But yeah, Caravan, he's the X factor. He's gonna have to have an elite game for them to beat the Monstars like Ace Collins. Because I swear to God, they did look like the Monstars. I had never seen that. That Arizona, the way they did Arizona, I couldn't believe it.
And without Lindenberg for the most part.
Yeah, and it was like they kept hitting them in the mouth. It wasn't nothing like you. I thought even at the end, I said, okay, Arizona's gonna try to make a run and at least make this
close.
Close. That's not the word I was looking for. I was trying to think.
Just change the momentum.
Just at least make respectable. Make this a respectable game. They were going to lose, so at one point they were down 30, huh?
Yeah.
And I was like, at least they can get it in the teens.
At least Illinois came back and fought against them.
Right.
Yeah. And so I was like, bro, this is crazy. It's like every time they tried to make it respectable, Michigan was like, nope. And Mara would come through that mug, bang, dunk that mug. I was like, God, dog, this boy is a monster for real. So I look at it. I look at it like that. They're gonna have to kill Michigan for the perimeter if they're gonna win. If they have any chance of winning, they're gonna have to kill Michigan from the perimeter, and that's gonna have to be led by Caravan. And does he have the talent to do it? Absolutely. But Illinois did a great job on Reed, I thought, for the most part. And I think that absolutely Michigan can do the same thing. They're bigger than Illinois. You know what I'm saying? Because Mara, and then who's the other one that comes out the bench?
You got Johnson, McKinney, Gale Jr., all them boys. All of them are good though.
The other tall white dude. I can't think of his name.
I can't think of his name yet. I know you're talking about though.
Yeah, but you just keep throwing 7-footers at him. Reed, it ain't nothing he's gonna be able to do with that. And because I mean, like I said, they did beat Illinois, but Illinois kept him locked up for the most part. And Michigan, they have that. I said that, but who's that little freshman they got? The guard.
McKinney?
Yeah, McKinney. I think he would be a first rounder this year if he went, but I think he's coming back for another year and he's gonna go high first round next year. But yeah, Michigan it's gonna be hard on UConn, is what I'm saying.
I'll go next. I think this game comes down to rebounding. Who's stronger on the glass? UConn has, I believe, if I remember reading it correctly, they're one of the best teams in the nation in rebounding this season and have killed teams in this tournament by rebounding. And it kind of goes hand in hand with what C was saying. Mara was a dog last game, and I think he's going to have to be a dog again with Lindenborg not 100%. So does Lindenborg rebound tonight? Does Amara rebound tonight? I think that's the key to this game. Caravan, good point by Dex. 3 for 18, and they've still made it to the national title game. Braylon Mullins, he's on and off. If him or Caravan's hitting, Michigan could be in trouble. But I do think it first comes down to rebounding. And I want to bet that whoever leads the game in rebounding tonight's going to win. And when we look at the box score tomorrow, I'm going to make sure to look at rebounding because I think it is going to be the difference.
All right.
All right. With that being said, let's jump to it. Michigan, UConn in the Colt Stadium in Indianapolis tonight. Who wins? Why? And give me a score.
All right. I'll go first, Jay, because I know it's itching to go, but I'm going to go first. When the Final Four started, I picked UConn.
Switch off.
I didn't do that. They must have been C that did it. Well, I'm gonna let C fix that real quick. Let's see. And Jasper, whatever you got going on with your mic, bro, it's messing up everything. But I picked UConn when the Final Four started after they beat Duke. And I understand Lindenborg. Actually, Lindenborg is hurt right now. But I'm going with my eyes tell me, bro. I can't do it. I understand what Caravan brings to the table. I understand Mullins is from Indianapolis. But I'm just going with what I've seen so far. The Michigan Wolverines will be cutting down the Nets tonight. Dusty May and the Wolverines will win a national championship. They look like the Monstars out there. I just feel that they can hit you in so many ways that I slept on it a little bit, but they put a game together against Arizona that was just remarkable. I thought that they were doing that to teams that wasn't as talented as them, but Arizona was just as talented, if not even more talented, and yet they dominated them. And here's my last thing before I let y'all go. UConn has a tendency to fall behind in some of these games or even take a lead and then let somebody come back. If Michigan jumps out on them, it's over with. They're not coming back. Michigan's going to put their foot on their neck and they're going to suffocate them. It's going to be over with. As much as I love Hurley, I think he's a phenomenal coach. I think the Michigan Wolverines winning tonight, bro. I can't deny what I've seen with my own 2 eyes. And I did pick UConn after they knocked off Duke, but Michigan's on an all-time tear in this tournament. They're the hottest team in the tournament. And I just think UConn, they got down 19 to Duke. That can't happen against Michigan. If it does, it'll be another blowout. I got the Wolverines. I think that they'll win. I'm even saying I think they're gonna win by double digits.
Guys, little whiteboard. Okay, put the focus over here. We're gonna really break this down. Okay.
Oh God.
You want to go Michigan? Y'all gotta be able to stop the ball movement. Like I said, UConn does a great job of moving the ball through their offense. Their offensive sets are very, very pristine. Must work the ball in the post. Got to get those 7-footers involved. UConn doesn't do a great job of post defense, so you got to work the ball in the post. And a very important thing: if you are Michigan, you got to get Caravan and Mullins into foul trouble. Okay? UConn, run your offense. I do not think Michigan can defend 5 guys on the floor running that motion style offense. You got to take away UFL's post presence. Whoever wins the battle of the boards wins the games. And also, if you're UConn, what is the adjustment to the adjustment? With that being said, I got Hurley over May, meaning I got UConn beating Michigan 72-63. I think this is going to be a great game. Halftime is going to be very close. But at the end of the day, I got UConn. Let's go.
Wow.
Okay, I'll go next.
Hey,
then.
it's the end of the Monstars. It's the end of the shenanigans.
Michael Jordan's not walking on that court, my brother.
You're not. Look, you're not doing it again. And Hurley's crazy. Hurley does not want to lose this game. He knows this is legacy defined.
It took Michael Jordan to come on the court to beat the monster. So, I don't see Michael Jordan. Shout out to Reed though. He's a beast.
The special drink, man. Can't forget about the special drink in the board.
All right, I'll go next. So I said this game comes down to rebounding, and I do. I think that's going to be the key difference here. X, you mentioned Braylon Mullins is from Indianapolis. Well, Dusty May's from Indiana as well, and actually went to Indiana. So I think he's going to be playing against a lot of family tonight, or in front of a lot of family tonight, and not playing, sorry, coaching. So I've believed in Dusty May ever since I saw the Florida Atlantic Final Four run. I said, bro, wherever he goes, it's going to work. He landed at Michigan, and it's been nothing but successful. National title game in his second year at Michigan. Right. After Juwan Howard kind of failed there, Dusty May's made it work. So that, what Michigan did in the end actually kind of worked out for them. In terms of UConn, man, 3 out of 4 years would be incredible, especially in this day of age. And I think I'm going on this. I'm predicting this game simply because of coaching. I'm going UConn. I am going UConn. I think they pull it off, bruh. And the reason is because of Dan Hurley. If they did not have Dan Hurley, I would not pick UConn to win this game. I got UConn 67-63, 4-point game. I think it's going to be close. I don't like that Lindenborg is limited. I just got a notification saying Yaxel Lindenberg will not be limited practice the whole time. You can practice, but you could be just standing shooting threes. Like he wasn't doing 360 dunks at practice. So I don't care about that notification I just got. I think he's still going to be 60-70% tonight. So I'm going straight on coaching. Straight coaching. Dusty May is a good coach, but Dan Hurley is Mount Rushmore type if he wins this game, bro. I think that's how incredible he is. I think it kind of helps him that this is a game 2 days after the Final Four. Like let's just jump on Michigan real quick. He's been these national title games twice. He knows how to prepare from Saturday to Monday. He knows. I'm going strictly off coaching. Dan Hurley wins 3 in 4 years.
I'm not mad at you because if you remember when we did the Final Four predictions, I said the same thing. That's why I picked UConn because of coaching. But
I learned my lesson.
But Michigan, you're about to learn your lesson again because you as the one team you didn't have to get into the Final Four.
By the way, our bracket challenge comes down to my brother who picked Michigan and my girlfriend who picked UConn. The only person that picked UConn. So it comes down to one of them two tonight.
Oh, your household's gonna be beefing.
So yeah, dude. So this is huge. Whoever wins the game will win the bracket challenge. So, but thank y'all for participating. It was another fun year of following it.
Yep.
You trying to keep that money in your household, bro? That's all you doing. I get it. I get it. And all right. So if anybody has been following me on this show, I am huge on coaching. Huge on coaching. I believe most of the time when a team loses, especially if they lose big, it's because of coaching. If a team wins and they win big, it's because of coaching. And I said before the Final Four, that UConn clearly had the coaching advantage over all teams in the Final Four, and the fact that they made it to the finals, and the way they made it to the finals shows that coaching is just that important, right? And this would make 3 out of 4 for UConn, and I can't say anything, but I'm going with Michigan. Bro. I hadn't watched the whole Michigan game until the other day. Those boys cold, boy. Look, and I'm gonna say this. Dusty May's not a bad coach, bro. He's not a bad coach, and he's being a college coach. He obviously a good recruiter as well. So he's got people on his team that want to play for him, and they are playing. They are performing. And I saw this is another thing. All right, let me just say this. Let me get this out of the way. Michigan has won one national championship in basketball. It was not the Fab Five. They showed the Fab Five in the game the other day. I was like, bro, get Glenn Rice them in there, man. Why are y'all showing the Fab Five? They lost 2 national championship games.
The people I was watching the game with were saying the same thing. They're like, why do they always hype these boys up? They never won. And I'm like, it's simply because of the aura they brought.
They brought the whole aura, the swag. I personally think that Michigan should come out tonight with the black Nike socks.
That would be so hard. Bro, that would be so legendary.
If they do that, I'd be like, bro, that's like the coldest thing. But the only thing about this is them boys lost in them black Nike socks and stuff. So I wouldn't do it just simply for that. But I compare that them glorifying that Fab Five when they never won anything to everybody getting mad about Bam beating Kobe's record. Kobe didn't have a record. Kobe was second. That's not a record, bro. That's not a record. That's you can't. I understand why we boosted up because it's Kobe and he had that 81, but he didn't have the record for most points, bro. He had the second. He was in second place. He just lost his second place. So Michigan, the Fab Five, they came in second twice. So they need to get Glenn Rice in there tonight. And I'm trying to think of who that was on the team with Glenn Rice. I had his damn rookie call. I can't think of it either, man. Dang. But that's who Michigan needs in the building tonight. And even if they don't have them, I think they just have clearly a better team. They have better basketball players. Now, do they have the better coach? I'm not going against Hurley as far as coaching, but I am going with Michigan tonight. I think Michigan, and I think it's going to be really close. Giving you a score, not too high scoring. I'll give you like 75-69. 75-69 Michigan. And we already gave our keys. I think that Caravan will have a good game. And I think Lindenberg has a good game. I didn't get that alert that said he wasn't limited yet. But if he's not limited, I think he's going to have a good game. Like he ended up going in the game late the other day when they were still up like 18, and he went in the game. He said he looked up to his parents and family in the audience, and they were like, "Sit down." He was like, "No, I have to go in." I love to see that as a college player. He's like, "No, I have to go back out there." They will win. They clearly were in control of the game. They were going to win if he didn't step foot on the court anymore. He wanted to be out there with his boys. And he only went in for like another 2 minutes and then came right back out. But it was in his mindset that I had to go back out here. They were trying to make a little run. Let's stop this. Let me go back out there, coach. And I liked that. I thought that was dope. So I got Michigan just because of all of that, and it's just a little bit too much. Like Egg said, I gotta trust my eyes, and my eyes said that those Wolverines are gonna win tonight, bro.
And I do have Mara as the player of the game as far as for the Final Four.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got 2 Michigan, 2 UConn.
I ain't mad at it. Hey, UConn is legit, bro. I'm not taking nothing from them, but my eyes is not gonna deceive me in this one. That was ridiculous what they did to Arizona, bro. Ridiculous.
That was ridiculous. But like
Can
you
we
said, they got to slow down eventually.
Right,
Bro,
right.
hold on. Cameron, before we move on past that, what happened to Arizona in y'all's opinion, bro? Because
I think they just got punched in the mouth and weren't used to that. Yeah.
I felt like Michigan wanted to make a statement because if you remember, I know Lundenberg got hurt, but first 2 minutes of the game, he was out with foul trouble. He got 2 fouls like back to back right away, and they did that without him. So I don't know, but it came out 10-1 early in the game. It was like 10-1, 11-1. Yeah, I just think they wanted to make a statement because everybody was hyping Arizona.
I'll tell you.
Oh, here we go.
Youth and coaching experience matter. Youth and coaching experience matter. All right. You're playing them old heads, bro, some 25, 26-year-olds, and you got 3 freshmen in your starting lineup that have never been in this big of an atmosphere. It matters. You're telling Koa and the other 2 freshmen to rise to the occasion and play great basketball against, in my opinion, probably one of the bigger and tougher teams that's remaining. Yeah, bro. Michigan.
I thought Koa Pete played all right though. Even though he got blown out, I thought Koa played okay.
He did, but how do I say this? Great. You can't account for experience. You just can't. And you can't account like you're telling Cole, who's an 18-year-old, and then the other young cat that's like 18, 19 years old, to rise to the occasion and knock off some old heads in Michigan. That's a lot to ask for. That's why, and experience matters. But go ahead.
And I think Lloyd, he got that extension before the game, right?
After,
like the day before.
He got it. Yeah, he got it.
Okay, that's fine.
It was the day before.
He got it the day before. So I mean, I almost I have to look at it and say that I think that maybe he was satisfied. Maybe he was satisfied. He was like, all right, I got the extension. I'm gonna be here. I got another couple years to do this. And he went out there and he did what he normally does. But to get something that you never gotten, you got to do something that you don't normally do. So I think that he should have made better adjustments. And I didn't see that. I didn't see that during the game. And I just think he was relying on them to make that crazy Arizona run like they've done so many times this season, and it just never came. You even heard the commentators talking about you think that the Arizona's going to make that run, and it keeps stopping. Like they'll make a basket, and then they'll go another minute without making another basket. And
every time it felt like they was about to make a run, it was like Michigan was like, nah, screw that. Bomb, let me punch you in the mouth real quick.
It wasn't. They'll like hit 2 3-pointers back to back to stop that dumbass run that you thought you was finna have. And I was like, bruh, that's what I was like. Michigan is for real, bro. They are the best team in the country right now. Now they will have to duplicate that. Let me say that too.
That's hard, bro. That's hard to do.
Duplicate that performance tonight to beat UConn, bro. Because Hurley will have those boys ready. You won't see a blowout tonight. I can guarantee you that. Now, do I think that they have better players? I think they have way better players, but I don't think you will see I don't think you'll see a blowout tonight. I think Arizona has better players than UConn does, but you won't see that type of performance from UConn tonight. I guarantee you that.
I'm gonna leave you with this. UCLA won based off of a system that worked very well, and it was very hard to stop. UConn has a system. UConn has played a certain type of way for the past 4 years. Watch Hurley work. This dude's got with his dusty ass suit, his suit that's about to fall apart. This dude's going to figure something out, man. I promise y'all.
I
This dude is way too genius.
I don't have a dog in the fight. My bracket been bust weeks ago, seemed like. So I'm just watching out of pure love of the game tonight. So
yes, sir.
I'm picking Michigan, but I just think I'm happy that we're going to see a good game. I have all confidence that we're going to see a really good game.
I'm gonna ask y'all a real quick question before, and this might be a question for tomorrow. As a matter of fact, does either team have the opportunity to make it back next season?
UConn always has a chance. I mean, they got Dan Hurley as the coach.
Right.
Yeah, and Jasper, like one thing we forgot to mention on the show, Michigan had the best transfer portal class.
Right.
Lindenberg came from UAB. Mara came from UCLA. Johnson came from Illinois. Kadu came from UNC. So I'm assuming they're out of there after this year. So I'm assuming UConn is probably going to bring more back. This should be the last game for Caravan, though. I think he's a senior and he was there for the national title. So
he was lottery last year.
I would say UConn has a better shot, but Dusty May is going to keep Michigan very relevant for the next decade, probably.
I know, Jay, you're a coach, and I know we coached before me and C, but I know Dan Hurley might even do what I'm saying. I would make Kadosh shoot the ball. He don't like to shoot it. I would make him shoot the ball. Like, I would not let him, because he looked like Chris Paul in the last game. And I'm like, y'all just letting that boy run pick and roll and throw alleys up there. Nah, you got to shoot. Now, he made a couple, but he missed a lot.
I'd rather you kill me. You know what, bro? Statistics show most college guys are shooting roughly 35 to 40%. If you're and for him, he's probably shooting roughly 20, 25%. I let him kill me at the three. If you're going to beat me, he's got to shoot the three. And he's got to make them. He's got to make them. So if he ain't making them, you making my life easy.
But real quick,
have to win the battle of the boards. But go ahead.
Last thing I just want to say, I know I have Mara winning the Final Four MVP. Who's y'all Final Four MVP?
Ooh, I mean, it has to be somebody that shows up tonight, and it's usually a winner. I'm gonna go Terrace Reed.
I'm gonna go Mullins.
I'm gonna go Lindenberg.
Wow. Okay. All right.
That's what's gonna happen. He's gonna play out of his body, and he's gonna end up being the reason why they win.
And then 6 days later, he's got surgery.
What
a story!
Crazy, bro.
No, what a story! I mean, honestly, he gets hurt. He gets hurt in the Final Four game. Comes back, has an out of body experience, wins the national title, wins the most valuable player, and then 6 days later has surgery, and then he's off to the draft. What a story! 30 for 30. Gotta love it. Serious.
Okay, last thing, I promise we'll wrap it up. If Michigan wins this game like they've been winning other games by double digits, is this the greatest Michigan team ever?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Hell no. Jawan, Jalen, Chris. Name 3 dudes on this current roster that can even strap on some black Nikes and ball against them right now. In the words of great True Sports Junkie, I'll wait.
Wait, what was the question? I missed the beginning of it. What you said?
Is this the best Michigan team ever if they win?
No, I said that's the question I asked, but he said something about who better than who?
Jalen, Jawan, Chris.
Bro, they
never
didn't
won
win a
national title.
championship. They have
It
to
don't
win.
matter. Them Timberwolves was good if it wasn't for Chris.
You gotta win. I'm sorry. You gotta win. You cannot be considered the best team if you didn't win the championship.
Oh my stars!
Dog, the run they've been on, dog, they're averaging probably like a 20-point win in every game. It's like ridiculous. I know it's ridiculous. Yes, bro. If they win tonight, they beat Dan Hurley and UConn, a team that won 2 out of the last 3 championships, bruh. And they win by double digits. They're the greatest Michigan team ever.
Dog, it's not even close, bro. It's not even close. I love those guys. I remember watching those guys.
Me
I'm
too.
older than y'all. I'm older than y'all, so I remember watching it. I know y'all was watching it, but y'all probably was just watching like excitement wise. Like I was actually analyzing it. And the when he called that timeout, he called it against my Tar Heels. So I was happy about him calling it dumb ass. Even though I loved Weber in Michigan. But bruh, they did all of that and never won anything, man. They I understand getting there. But in the immortal words of Kobe, is the job done? Job not done. Job not done, bro. Getting there is cool, but job not done, bro.
Yeah, you gotta win, though, Jay. You gotta win. You gotta win it, Jay. You can't do that.
You can't be the best team at a.
How dare you? How dare you?
Bro, let me ask you this, franchise. What's the best Saints team ever?
That 09 Super Bowl team.
Why?
Drew Brees is out of his mind, bro.
And it's easy. It's like
wrong in nobody's book at that time.
Bro, and it's easy. It's easy to say that too. Did we have better teams after that? I believe we did, bro.
Yeah,
but that's the team
that got robbed. The team that got robbed. Yes, I agree.
But
oh God, Foxo, you're such a hater, bro.
They did not get robbed. That was a great clean call.
All right, wrap this show up, man. I can't think
hey man, shout out to y'all boys, man. The Monstars, yeah, bro. These boys is different, bro. Michigan, I don't care who wins tonight. Like C said, my bracket is done. Duke lost. It hurt me the way he lost. LSU, we're coming around. We'll wait. I don't care if you like us or you don't like us. You can do whatever you want, box office. LSU, baby, is coming.
Bro, let me ask you this. I asked box office this. Why is it that when they get to LSU now, everybody hates these people, bro?
Hey man, I like that. Haters. That's what I want you to do. Hate us, because I don't want you to like us.
The LSU athletic department, y'all got a new name. Scumbag University.
Oh,
I mean, we're talking about Lane Kiffin, Kim Mulkey, Will Wade. No one's likable. And no one's won a thing. I don't care about Kim Mulkey because no one watches that sport.
Oh, now you okay. Jay Johnson got a chip. Kim Mulkey got a chip. Watch your mouth.
I'm talking about Lane Kiffin and Will Wade. I mean,
they just got there. They don't even coach the game yet.
They coached other places.
I'm talking about right now, LSU.
I don't care where you were at before LSU. It's different.
As much as I'm rooting for LSU basketball, I really am. I know Will Wade's about to do some of the shadiest nonsense.
Thank you,
but now he knows. Hold up, I got the real keys to the car. I got the governor on my side. Whatever I want, I'm getting. If AJ DeBaz's brother comes out and he says, "Hey, I want 10 mil," I bet he gets $10 million $1 in a heartbeat from LSU. Yeah, I ain't gonna front, man. Will Wade's about to cheat, and more cheat. But go ahead.
and my last shout out, man. Even though I said I don't care who wins, the one time that I remember crying in sports is when UConn beat Duke in '99. Broke my heart. I was a Trajan Langdon fanatic. Oh, bro. I sat there and cried.
Khalid El-Amin? Was that El-Amin?
Yes, and Rip Hamilton and those boys.
Rip.
I cried. So I got a brother that he's a Michigan fan, my brother Antonio. So for him, go blue.
Y'all got beat by a fat ass point guard.
Crazy.
Alameen look like me out there hooping, bro. That's crazy.
Funny. What's funny is I remember when we was in high school, and I used to say Trajan Langdon looked just like True, bro, all the time. That dude looked just like True. And sometimes, hey, bro, depending on what day of the week, True used to actually shoot like that dude for real.
Yeah. Talk to him. Tell him again. Yeah.
Unless you got him playing in a celebrity game.
Hey, yo.
Dry as hell when he playing in a celebrity game, bro. I'm telling you.
LSU basketball might need you, X. I mean, they were last in the SEC.
Hey, how much eligibility you got, True?
None. I know back ain't the same no more, my boy.
hey, let's. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna stop talking about these boys, bro. But the only thing I'm happy Will Wade's back, but I think we're excited he's back because of what he was building before he left.
Right.
But that little drop off between the time that he left to now, I think that he was building something. I think he's going to need a little time to get it back to where it was.
Oh, yeah, but LSU's not like North Carolina in basketball. Like, we're not expecting championships. Like, y'all championship or bust. LSU, we just want to be relevant, bro. And the SEC is tough.
I think it's going to take time for him to get relevant again, bro.
Crawfish money. All the money that was supposed to be dedicated to cleaning up I-10 going to Will Wade. All the money that was supposed for the gumbo and crawfish.
The
Boudin Festival money going straight to Will Wade pocket, man. I guarantee it.
LSU basketball trash.
Give it a minute, bro. Give it a minute.
And box office about to be an LSU fan here. So.
Hey, last thing I'm gonna add. If Michigan wins tonight, that means the Big Ten won basketball.
Hey, yo, chill.
No, listen. The Big Ten could have men's and women's basketball
and football.
And they got football already.
That's massive.
Hey, bro, we got baseball.
That's huge for 1 year.
We got baseball, baby. Let's go. You hater, bro.
All I'm saying is, the SEC, that the whole SEC, that's never been a rally cry about the basketball. It's always been football, and
y'all suck at that too now.
No. Hey, yo! Hey, bro, you don't stop being disrespectful.
Come on. When's the last time the SEC won, bro?
Hey, bro, let us get a watch, bro. When Will Wade gonna recruit a Croatian, he's gonna be an LSU fan for sure.
Yeah. Y'all got them tall Croatians, bro. We'll take one down here.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna send him one of them Lafayette light skins down there, bro. He'll never leave.
He'll never leave. I repeat. Look. Child didn't want to leave for 3 months. The Croatians definitely not leaving for 3 months. Go ahead.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead, man. Let's close out.
Are we doing show tomorrow night, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I found a way that we can hook it up to TikTok too, X. You're just gonna have to I'm gonna talk to you when we get off.
Yeah, we're gonna talk for sure.
All right, enjoy the game. Game is in an hour and 10 minutes from now. Enjoy it.
Any shout out? Anybody else want to give a shout out?
Nah, man, I'm good, man. Let's get to this game, man.
Man, I can't get off air ever in life without leaving.
There you go, see. Give me a shout out, my brother.
Go ahead, give me shout outs, man. Yeah.
Last minute shout outs, I always go to my family: Hunter, Morgan, Tori, Christian, Ali, and Edward. Daddy, love y'all. I'll see you in just a second. To my beautiful wife, Latricia, who's in there finna be mad at me for going and turning her TV off for the whatever this is she watching cooking show and turning to the national championship. I love you too. And I'll see you in just a second. And to Papa's babies, Marcel Carter Bryant and Azaria Grace, Brian, Pap, love y'all. I'll see y'all in just a second, even if it's just on my screensaver, but I might FaceTime y'all in a minute. And to everybody out there checking us out, man, love all of y'all. Shout out to the NBS crew, man. Boot up or shut up. Peace.
Hey, real quick, man. See, and I'm gonna make you laugh on this because you say it so eloquently every time. And I'll be wondering, do you actually like have it written down on the side? Like, because you say it like all the way, like the same exact way, the exact same everything. I'm like, this dude got it down verbatim, like that.
Dog, it started with one name 22 years ago. And now it's gone from every one of my children, which is 6. Then I added my wife. Then I added my grandchildren. So as I added them, I didn't have to have a script. I just remembered them. You know what I'm saying? And I said it the same way every time, to the point that when I was on the air at Q95.5, people used to call and they'd say it with me. Like they would know. They would know exactly what I was going to say or whatever. And it would be funny. Like I'll literally get out there and I answer the phone. I'll be like, Q, and they'll say it and bust out laughing and call and hang up. But yeah, bro, it's like I've been doing it for so long. Only thing I did is added a name or two here or there. As I get grandkids, I just added them into the equation. But it started with Hunter. It started with Hunter, and what was funny about that is I used to tell him this is when I was in Mississippi. Nelly album Pimp Juice had just came out, so I used to call him Pimp Juice. I'd be like, night to my son Hunter, Daddy love you, Pimp Juice, and I get out the air. And my boss, who was also my homeboy, he was like, boy, stop calling that dude Pimp Juice. He was like, bro, that shit not gonna catch on. I was like, man, I don't care. I like it. I like it. That's what I'm gonna say. But eventually, it phased out or whatever. But like I said, I had that in my last jam of the night or last jam of the day, which is Outkast in Due Time. Anytime I've ever gotten off the air for the last 20-something years, Outkast in Due Time was the last song I played on my air shift.
Classic. So, let me go ahead. Hey, man, shout out to all my family, friends, the whole NBS Central crew. Shout out to my play the high school Warriors. Hey, to y'all basketball players. Hey, man, we out for redemption this year, man. Hunger over anything. Hunger over everything. Other than that, man, thank y'all for coming. Hey, yeah, we on revenge time, man. That's a whole nother topic, but shout out to everybody listening. Hey, man, thank y'all again. We're gonna be back on air tomorrow night, man.
Peace.
Peace.